We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Turn low, son.
Right to the air, it's Fields. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and it's a pickup of 8.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Here we go. Start.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Green 19. All right.
They go play action with Fields. Taking off. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
222. Hey, 551. Go.
Here's Pierce. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
You got it. Here we go. 551, 12 go. Sit high.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. year. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready?
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
4-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Cougar 19. Go.
From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Let's go. Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain. They'll
try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Liking 18.
Throwing, Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
It is 3rd and 10.
Ready? Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Richardson going to look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Prater's kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Here we go. 331. Delta. Switch. Good night.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, tonight. 319, get tonight. Tonight.
Fields to throw. He sets a screen to the receiver, Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A grab there for Wilson, his first of the game, and gives his team a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, son. Turn on, sir. Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's in! D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
First kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, it's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Cole will come in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Crack all 80. Ready, ready.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts first down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2.
It's a really nice job there on the right side of the offensive line. They were the ones who got the key blocks. That's exactly where the point of attack of that run play was designed to go, and the back is able to find enough room and easily pick up that first down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big gainer for Indianapolis. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing is Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And the Colts going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Into space. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way back. 87 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers add on 1 more as they extend their second quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Steady, right?
Travel start on the ground. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Steady.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Turbo, sir. Right.
On the ground, it's Lawrence to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held.
Here we go. Nice instruction. Right.
Now, Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, son. 551, 551, slow go. Hey, Cam. Right.
Fields. Gomez downfield. It's Wilson. And out of bounds it goes, just shy of midfield. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, son. Green, Nelson. Sit right.
On the handoff, this is Warren. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. JT to Imoloau. They're on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That is caught by Washington. And he will score. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to extend the lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. And 10.
Here we go, Jack.
Richardson to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle!
To throw, it's Richardson. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop at just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They face second down and 7.
Come on, set! Blocking, 18! Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Let's go!
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's taken in, and a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A return now from the 4. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
70! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
From the gun, Richardson. A short pass taken in by Warren. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Okay,
Third and 2. Here we go.
let's go! Cover Second 19. Steady.
Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
They go play action with Fields. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Here we go, son. 331. Go.
Fields now on second down. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third and long.
Here we go. 331. 331. Right.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 49-yard line.
Ready. Baptist.
They'll begin here on the ground. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Get it.
They'll stick with him again. Finds an alley to the 35. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Colts. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Colts 16. Rigoberto Sanchez.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Nice instruction. Press. Go straight. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Sit high.
Play action now for Fields. Whoa. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Here we go, Side. Move to the move to the side. Side.
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
19 windy, 19 windy. Here we go. Say hi.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get an even 20 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
On first down, they'll go with an option right. And he pitches it. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Don't jump. Ready?
Once again, it's Warren. Space to run. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Down after a gain of a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Come on. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, they're on him in a flash. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And this defense, they've been searching for a splash play, and they got a big one here. Great job separating the man from the ball on the sack, and now it's up to their offense. Can they take advantage of this sudden change situation?
Here we go. 319, get a cut. Go.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Steelers 42, Colts 16. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now a run on first down. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, 88 yards.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Get it. Steady.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Third down and 9. Now Richardson. Pass is caught. It's Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. The Colts about to kick this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And that one had too much behind it. Into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, sir.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, side. 319, ready for that? Side.
Throwing is Fields. Over the middle and taken in by Fryermuth. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 222, 222. All right.
He'll try and run right on the option. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Waller. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. You good? 331, 331. Sit high.
Fields. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got his big tight end. Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead.
16. First Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. pause as they look to run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
Richardson gonna look to throw. To the left side and taken in by Down. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
On the jump. Down. Let's go.
Now a give up the middle. And here's planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run gaming. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18.
To throw, it's Richardson. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This is 3rd and 6.
Hey. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Richardson. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. He gets 3. He is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. On for the extra point is Boswell. He gets it to go. And the Steelers will add one more onto their big lead.
56, Colts 16.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Anthony Gould now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. And And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 4th down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, son. Green 19, good after that.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
222.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Here we go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as he's standing right around his own goal line. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tarifa. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long, from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.